It started in the 70s. Norma was in her 30s, but had the mental capacity of a 12-year-old due to a fall and a knock to the head when she was 2. She was on her way home from watching a football game at the local oval. She was violated, abused. She was sexually assaulted. Sounds like the beginning of a horrible story, but it's not. It's the beginning of my story, the story of my creation. I was removed from Norma's care when I was 2 months old and placed in hospital to make sure she hadn't done too much damage. At 6 months of age, Community Services placed me in foster care with Mrs. Moore. I had a short stay with her before Eddie and Betty, that's my mum and dad, came and saved me. They wanted nothing more than to be parents, and well, I needed nothing more than parents. At 6 months of age, I had what all children need, a family. From the first time I asked when I was about 3, I was told the truth. My mum and dad couldn't have children, so they went to a house where there was many children who didn't have mummies who could care for them. They saw the perfect little girl and knew that I had to be theirs. The judge thought it was a good idea too. Being adopted was something that I was never ashamed of. I actually considered myself quite lucky. When I was growing up, I was extremely lucky. I had good schools, a comfortable home, loads of toys. I travelled a lot. But most importantly, I had a family. My mum was one of 13 children. My dad was one of 4. I had aunts, uncles, cousins, and my 2 grannies. I was in primary school and I mentioned to somebody that I was adopted. And they looked at me with utter disgust. Ew, your real mum didn't even want you. My real mum? What did she mean? When I called out for mum, my mum came. When I fell off my bike, I did that quite a lot. She took me to the hospital to get stitched, plaster. When I fell over riding my roller skates, she was the one who put band-aids on my knees. I asked my mum when I got home what she thought she meant. She said, some people think that you have to be blood to be family, that DNA can make you love somebody a little bit more. That was ridiculous. How could I love my mum or my dad any more than I already did? DNA couldn't change that. It was then I realised blood doesn't make you family. Family is a feeling, a sense of belonging. A family is knowing that no matter what happens in your life, there's somebody in your corner. Somebody's always got your back.